Morning. So the market is very bearish at the open this morning. So let's see if we can do something about it. But hello, everyone. So we took Asian lows, we took Asian highs, we left a lot of liquidity here, but this can be considered a rejection block as well. I like the idea of us going back up and attack this relative equal highs because we are at all-time highs at the end of the day. We are inside the 4-hour BC as well. We respected the half of it, and this is a breaker, a low, a high, a low, low, high, high. So I still want for us to go higher. We just need, and we have like a lot of volume imbalances along the way. But I would like a breaker. Otherwise, I don't want to fight the trend. If we're bearish, we're bearish. But I'm very mindful of the fact that we're inside this 4-hour fair value gap. I'll just keep it like this. So yeah, in my mind, I'm still looking at this move being manipulated downwards in order to ultimately attack these relative equal highs. But yeah, good morning, everyone. We took the Asian highs and lows. Let's look a bit at Asian range. Plenty to go, even at the highs, even at the lows. So let me check Nasdaq as well. Same. So yeah, I would say that we stay bullish. Otherwise, I would like to see a bullish breaker being formed at the open. Most probably by this candle because we need to take another low, and I would like something on the 5-minute, like this candle closes green. Then we trade inside here at the open, we take the low again, and then we move. We come here. So kind of this would be, so when we fall back inside this line right here, I would like to take a long and basically follow these relative equal highs. Well, let's see if that's going to happen. And on top of everything, we are trading below the midnight and 8:30 open, which means we are at the bottom of the daily range. One interesting fact, we have a daily fair value gap. So taking this low, daily BC, taking this low and then moving higher sounds ideal. So from us, we would have to take Friday's low and then move higher. But this can be considered as also a breakaway gap. So I rather have this as a breakaway gap and us moving higher than being bearish and having to come back up tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna happen all in one candle. We already have a lot of we have like power of 3 on the daily on both sides. Now we're gonna have to decide which way we're gonna go. So we need to wait for the market to open and do its thing. Yeah, very encouraged by the fact that we have volume imbalance here. So the narrative seems very plausible to me, the one that we just talked about. So let's see how we open. I would be more concerned about being completely bearish if we would have taken 320's high first, but we left it. Now let's see if we're gonna fight the trend by trying to be bullish, or we're starting a series of red candles. We don't know that. Yeah, I would say there is a lot of liquidity down here, a lot of longs from Friday. I don't trust yet, even though this can be considered a break around. I don't trust it yet to buy it at the open. So just patient. Would be ideal though. Trading inside this 5 minute, we touched the half portion of it. You use this as a breaker at the open, bomb, bomb, and then we go higher. Hello, Watson. Hello, everyone. Don't forget to like the stream, so it helps the algorithm. But yeah, today at the open, it's gonna be interesting. In the past, I used to have this predisposition that if before the open the price was bearish, I'll be like, okay, we're gonna be bearish for the rest of the day, instead of just realizing how important it is what happens at the open. And what happened during the previous day. The previous day's low is 169 and the high is 320. Very important to us. Too bullish right here. I would like for us to catch this fair value gap as well. Because I wanted to buy this, but I just don't like leaving this volume imbalance and two fair value gaps behind. Is it? I'm trying, man. I'm trying my best to put my name and my face out there. But the algorithm doesn't love me yet. I'm trying with editing as well my best to make it shortcut, make it also interactive, trying to provide as much information in the shortest amount of time that I can. Let me know if you have any feedback, good or bad. The bad ones help me the most, to be honest. So yeah, I appreciate your kind words. Um, thank you, thank you. So now we have a big decision to take. Are we buying this before the open, or we need to wait to see if we fill this fair value gap first? Because I like the idea of buying at least one and adding more afterwards. What I don't like is the fact that we're buying basically a 15-minute CB and we have this volume imbalance here. That's my only concern. But the move looks very bullish with fair value gaps on the way. So is this all manipulation? Because we are in a discount. I'm gonna add more. Hello Ivan, welcome back. So what I'm seeing right now is us trading inside this breaker. High, low, higher, high, low, low. So the opening, if we have speed to pass through it, would be ideal. But now we are inside a 15-minute CB. We're gonna need a lot of speed at the open in order to break through this Asia breaker. We traded inside this 5-minute CB. If we ran through it at the open, I would like to add more and attack 320. Let's see what's gonna happen now. We are trading inside this fair value gap as well. Yeah, I'm gonna add one more. I like how the price is trading right now. I just hope we're not gonna be killed at the open with a very bearish candle. Thirty seconds. We take the 8:30 open. I might add once we get confirmed. Let's see what's gonna happen now. Well, that's good. Stop loss. There's no need to lose in this trade already. We're in a very good position. Yeah, moving to break even. Free trade. This is our profit target, 309. Relative equal highs. $310 is also the previous day's high, the previous session high. Let's cover commissions. Yes, 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 yes. What's more beautiful than starting the day like this? So we're trading inside this 5-minute CB. I don't like that. I want to run through it. Very close to our profit target. Amazing start to the day. 138 in the bag. Beautiful. Real money, real account. Beautiful. Now let's watch. So this is holding the price. This was an inversion fair value gap, and it happened at open exactly how we planned. When you see trades like this, uh, you have only one regret: you didn't have enough size or as much as you wanted. But we're building this account, so we started at 11.5 and we made 1,000 in a week, which is impressive. With two micro contracts, it's more than you can imagine because you're risking only 50, $100 per day, and yeah, we took all-time high as well. Maybe we should have kept one more contract for it, but it was a beautiful trade. Very happy with how everything planned out. Now I don't have any targets, so I would like to see what the market has to offer first. We had a pretty aggressive start of the day, so we have also the crypto bill and everything on the table. A lot of discussions about it, so the market is very excited. And when I'm in the market, I'm talking about investors and whoever puts money into what we're doing here. But yeah, amazing start. I would like days to be as simple as this. I'll be honest. Mm. Now that we got that out of the way, let's check from a statistical point of view. How shall we approach Mondays? We traded back into this fair value gap again. It's not even 9:45, so I was not thinking of buying it. We took the bulk of the move, in my opinion. Yeah, we exited right inside this fair value gap, basically. So, as I said before, my only regret is we didn't have enough size. This volume balance, this volume balance is they discouraged me. Not gonna lie. So bullish. Everyone's so quiet. I'm curious if anyone took my trade. Um, but yeah, we don't have any news today. Tomorrow we have Chair Powell speaking at like 8 o'clock, so that's okay. Mm, yeah, it looks like an easy week. Thursdays we have employment claims, but nothing much. And from as far as I know, this week and next week usually are the best ones for me to trade. The last 2 weeks of the month, I find myself having an edge when trading them. But yeah, I believe buying at the highs over here, I don't have any real target unless we're drawing not this. Uh, Only if we're looking at standard deviation of the Asian range. So I don't want to do that. I like to chase liquidity in terms of highs and lows. This is just an approximation, but not a target for me usually. Or if I don't have any targets, I'm gonna use them. But yeah, right now with this bullishness, I don't trust it at the all-time highs, and this is very strong continuation, very strong open. But you know what I'm considering? Look at ES. ES is the sixth sister. She's behind. So if you buy this one and you're chasing this high, you're gonna be very happy. So basically, it's a 5 handles move. We're a bit behind. This one was the fair value gap that we should consider. This one here. But yeah, let's see how ES is gonna act. I like the idea. Doing the same for ES. I don't know if it's worth it to buy now in order to, because your risk reward is going to be 1 to 1, 1 to 1.5. So I don't want to consider it yet. So buy one. Let me see how is. Maybe we come back here again. I don't know. Yes, it does. I have two accounts. One that I traded on Friday and this account. Both of them are roughly $10,000. This is 12, the other one is 10. But I want to trade copy them. And I'm in the process of finding a good trade copier. But yeah, this was a good idea for a buy. $357 is the target, and it's gonna happen for sure. Oh my days! Yep. I took this trade on the other account as I was telling you about it. Big day. 400 on the other account and 238 on this. I don't see us having another trade, to be honest. The opportunities were there. So many opportunities. Yeah. We're trading already in no man's land. We took the fourth standard deviation on NASDAQ. We took all the highs on ES. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is the first presentation. Fair value gap. It acted beautifully for this run. But yeah, I don't believe we have much more in store. Already too many opportunities given at the open. Too many. Sounds like I'm complaining or something. We were just used in this choppy market, and now when it's extending, it feels so easy. I almost doubted. I believe there's more in store. Let's see. Right now, I don't feel confident in buying anymore. I like how the daily is looking. I don't think of shorts at all. So the only reason why I would consider buying again is if we come back down, we consolidate for 5-10 minutes, we leave some relative equal highs, and then I'll be having something to attack. Otherwise, this candle, this fair value gap is too big. Usually it signals reversal. But yeah, we had all this momentum. We bought at the open. Basically, we just bought the bottom of the range, of the daily range, which is amazing. We took the high, the all-time highs again. We're out. Like, what much more can you like? In this type of environment, you just need size, and one trade like this can settle you for the rest of the month. So, yeah. Mhm. Yeah, nothing good. Let's wait until 10 o'clock to have the first hour, the first 30 minutes of trading to see what's going to happen. Just give me a break. Yeah, very clean. And very clean and very early. We caught the move. It was a bit obvious. We had one fair value gap, two, three fair value gaps before the open, so and we had relatively cool highs. It was the first day of the week as well, so I didn't want to put a lot of size on Monday, because on Monday we have the first day forming, and that's usually Judah swing for the rest of the week. Jesus. We're really running, huh? So yeah, usually you have the weekly, which is a small Judah swing. Um, but yeah, I just hope this is not the high of the week. We're forming on Monday. I would not like that, because that means we're going back into consolidation. But yeah, I believe the um, most responsible thing would be for us to not trade anymore. Right now, we had already at the open a lot of range being printed, and it was a clean trade. Now buying every fair value gap at the highs is just not a good idea. You don't have any more targets. And we almost reached the 4 standard deviation. I mean, how far can we go? Yeah, this is a fair value gap, but I would not buy it. I would short it if anything. But I'm not shorting, knowing that in 2 minutes we're gonna have the new hourly candle opening. So there's that. Basically, you would be shorting this big green candle, which is not happening. For this candle to turn bearish would take a lot of manipulation, which rarely happens. So yeah, now we're gonna trade again into this 5-minute BC. I mean, if you look about it, we're consolidating for so many weeks. Now that we're having expansion, I don't believe we should fight the trend at all. We're having also inversion fair value gap here, a big fair value gap here. I would like right now for the price to go. Nah, it's not happening. We're too bullish. Trading back inside the fair value gap and then going higher would have been my only reason to place another trade. But everything happened how we pictured it. Actually exceeded the expectations. We broke out of the first 30 minutes of trading, which would be this high, right? And this low. These are the first 30 minutes of trading. Now, if we take a Fibonacci and we look at the chart, if you want to revisit the high, which it is possible, we need to have a correction. Usually it's between 75 to 50%. Any one of them has still fair value gaps here in place. So even if we trade back here again, we can still be bullish for the rest of the day. But we need to have a correction. Let's look at the 5 minutes. On the 5 minutes, maybe we can just come back here to this fair value gap into the first presentation and still go higher. So, and statistically wise, that happens. Just give me a second. Already so high, I would not buy this fair value gap. I mean, it's that kind of day where just being in the market is gonna work out, but having the same mentality every day is just gonna kill your account on the long term. I don't mind seeing this as an inversion fair value gap. Bear in mind, I'm not bearish. I'm just waiting for a correction at least after we open so aggressively. Yeah, nothing else happening right now. even if we retract and we move higher, by not more than 25% is a 65% chance. But that can happen from 10:30. So on Mondays, for the past 3 months, we had a breakout of the initial balance of 38%, which is the highest, and 30% breakdowns, but I don't think that's gonna happen today. I would like to check the 1 hour. If we're posting a trade, it might happen after 10:30, between 10:30 and 11 o'clock. I think that would be ideal. Let's look at them about that. Okay. Yeah, the chances are even smaller. After 1 hour of trading, you have 46% chance of breaking out, 30% breakdowns, and 23% double breaks, which I don't believe it's one of the days today. To have double break, it's too far down. So yeah, we would retract until 360 and then go back up again. So yeah, let's wait another 20 minutes. Otherwise, there's no trade. Because the bulk of the move already happened. And usually what happens after 30 minutes, you have a retracement and then you break out again. If you continue being bullish for the rest of the day. So we need to wait more. Oh yeah. Now I'm gonna be petty. Let's check what other YouTubers are doing. Okay, so nobody took the trade. Yeah. Yeah. We are the only chat on the green, guys. Only one out there. Yeah. Now, I like the way we left these relative equal highs. All I want right now is for us to retrace and at 10:30 to attack these highs. I think that would be ideal right now. Bigger size, smaller stop loss, because obviously we're gonna buy around this level, 345, and our target would be 400. So we'll have 50 points with 5 micro contracts. That's $500. And we might be risking 100, 150. So that's a good risk reward. Yep. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it was a bit ideal the way it happened. Let me just. We had here. We took 3 lows. 1, 2, 3. Moved higher, fair value gap, and we had bullish breaker forming. This was the bullish breaker. Low, high, low, low, higher, high, right? Let me just. Nope. Brush. High, low. So usually this is as I was saying before. This is where you're supposed to buy. You can buy this breaker and you make sure that you have a stop loss of like 20 points and you can attack all this move without any fair value gaps, without anything else, just on a breaker. You can do that, especially when you have this type of move. Yeah, I don't like taking these highs now. I would like to keep them for later as dessert, like an appetizer or anything small to make yourself full. Hmm. Hmm. It would be nice to continue having this type of days to increase the size a bit, get out of this consolidation. And right now we're at all-time highs and we're having so much bullishness that I believe we might enter that scenario where the market is going to go crazy for the next few weeks until September. That's highly likely. Highly likely. September we we might see lower prices for the second time this year. So until then, the market might go crazy after we had all this consolidation on the weekly and daily. We had this weekly and now we're running. And also on the daily, we've been just like, it was difficult. We ended up being profitable because we sized down. But yeah, we traded inside this bullish fair value gap. Now we're moving higher. Breakaway gap, higher. So for the next few days would be nice to continue in the same manner. Holy moly. We have SMT with yes, which is interesting. But on yes, let's see if they respect this fair value gap. But also this CB. Shorting this would be interesting, but how far would that get you? Have relative equal lows? Oopsie daisy. Interesting. A volume imbalance is here. Would be crazy to see a reversal today and attack all these relative equal lows on ES. Would be crazy. If we consider shorts, I'm not gonna put a lot of size into it. I don't like shorting like this. Hoping we're just gonna erase the whole range in 30 minutes. Usually it's not likely. Let me see. Let's see. Mhm. Yeah, see, that's why I was saying shorts are not good nowadays. Let's enjoy this bullishness. But I'm not buying this. This looks crazy to me to buy. I don't want to short it, but I'm not gonna buy it either. The only thing in my mind, if we have a retraction back into this fair value gap and go higher, I'm gonna try to attack the high again. Mhm. Mhm. Even now, if you would buy this survival gap here, you should be out. Is this gonna be another survival gap that is gonna work? I keep on painting them yellow, thinking they're gonna be inversion survival gaps. Yeah, retraction would be ideal to this 5 minute here. This looks very familiar to one of the days where we were bearish and I did not acknowledge that. Basically, we formed a fair value gap, it became inversion after a big move like this. The only difference is the move happened at 10 o'clock. By 10:30 we were bearish already. Now let me see. Ah, to look at Bitcoin. Sorry, my girlfriend has some family issues, so I was talking a bit with her about something. Nah. I mean, I like my Nasdaq move better this morning. Curious at gold. Oof. Oof. So same as Nasdaq. If you look about it at 945, 945, like this would be ideal. I I mean, yeah, I understand this is another fair value cap. I just don't want to buy it. It's too high for me. We're like, why would I risk even now buying this fair value gap or this one? We would end up only with 40 points, which is good, but are you able to hold it through all this consolidation? No. Anyway, gold, you buy 940, this fair value gap inside the breaker. This is the breaker. The green candles, right? That's what the playbook says. The bodies of the green candles on the way up. So they trade back inside this breaker, inside this fair value gap, and just boom. The only discouraging thing is like at 10 o'clock holding through this, because this fair value gap is not supported. So that's why I don't like trading other pairs or indices. They don't act as good as Nasdaq or ES. They don't respect the fair value gaps all the times. Like for entries, this would be ideal. Be like, okay, I'm buying this, but you have this breaker, and you would have to keep the initial stop loss, which would be this one, or maybe you just move to break even after this move, right? And holding that, hoping that your entry is not going to be attacked. But yeah, right now I don't see much else with Nasdaq happening. See ya. Take care of you. Right now, only if we buy. So now we're gonna have the breakout of the first hour of trading, which was this one, right? Love you, brother. Thank you for being here. So we have the first hour of trading. This is the high of it. We took the high of it. Now having a retracement of 25% would put us back inside this fair value gap, and maybe we can attack the high at 11 o'clock. Like that would be my only trade idea at the moment. I'm not shorting today. The shorts are suffering, so I'm not doing that. Now let me check in initial balance breakout. For the initial balance breakout, don't worry, it's one of those days. Sometimes you miss them, sometimes you don't. So this is fascinating what I'm reading right now. Let me see. I wanna show you this screen as well. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, let me show you something. Because there's no trade right now. The only trade I would take right now if we have a big retracement and then we attack the 419. That's the only trade that I'm comfortable with right now. So looking at this stat, we have the initial balance breakout, the first 60 minutes, which is the first hour of trading between 9:30 and 10:30. This is the high of the 10:30, right? Yeah, this is the high of the 10:30. So right now we broke out of that. If we come back here and we have a 25% retracement, which can happen, basically we're trading inside this fair value gap, or the bigger one, I would like, to be honest, just to take all this liquidity, all these people that have been buying since 950. Now we know that 64% of the time, if that happens, if this move happens that I'm telling you, we know that 64% of the time, 65% of the time, we're gonna have a single break. Single break, which means that if we would attack the highs again, that would be the only move probable, not the lows. Single break means we already broke out of the first hour of trading, which is happening right now. This is a breakout because we're trading above 419. Now we know for 65% certainty that this move is gonna hold. And double breaks have been happening only 32% of the time. So for today, the price to come back here at 255, we have only a 32% odd, which is highly improbable after this big move. If we would be consolidating, we can entertain double breaks, but not today. So, and if we look at retracement, right, of the initial break, because 65% of the time we're going to have a retracement, and I would like to take out Monday. I would like to look at Mondays actually. But yeah, 64% of the time we had a 25% retracement from this breakout. Now let's see how it's gonna happen. Now I wanna see what's the difference between these two, because this is new to me as well. And how this helps me. One is a breakout, one is a breakdown. Yes, this is breakdown, this is breakout. Yeah, so now we know, like, even now, short this one, put this high, 426. I want to do it on a demo account. You short this high and 20, like, there is a 65% chance you're gonna touch 378 now. Obviously, you don't know if you're gonna hit the high now or you're gonna have another higher high and then we come back down. But 64% of the time, you're gonna have this retracement of the 25. I don't know if you can see my mouse there, but yeah. He went out, Watson. I don't know. He said he didn't. I don't think he had cash on his account or something. But yeah, I love, like, this is my new favorite tool, man. I swear, it changed the way I'm viewing trading now. It's insane because it's very statistical based, so it gives you more confidence in some moves. Or at least for me, it just took a lot of bad trades out. I used to overtrade, thinking I'm gonna trade the whole daily range. We would buy now, and now I was thinking of shorts, and now when I'm thinking, like, if I want to short this move right now and hope for this low, I have only a 30% chances that's gonna happen. Those are not good odds. My win rate is not consistent because I have been trading with prop firms, so my trading was different. You have seasons as well. There are seasons where we're in consolidation, therefore I'm more inclined to take more trades. Let me move into 5 minutes now. I'm inclined to take more trades. But now, in days like this, when you have expansion, I just like to catch one move, hold on to it, like it's been happening with us today, and I just didn't expect for this to happen. But yeah, it was Monday, but I'm very happy with how everything is working. Anyway, in terms of win rate, during good seasons like this one, my win percent is 70%. Well, my win rate is 70%, sorry. And when we're consolidating, my win rate is like 55%. But my risk reward is always 1 to 2, 1 to 1.7. Therefore, I end up winning or break even on bad weeks. Now let's see how I want to build a trading journal in Notion. I'm working on that right now, and I can share it with everyone for free, just to provide some more help to the community and the people that are watching. Yeah. Any other day, I would like to short this move. Any other day. Let me see if I can just paper trade it on another screen. Nasdaq, short one. So if you would short now, the high would be with one micro, one mini. The high would mean you're risking $250, and my profit target would be 365. I have an idea. Let's do it with, but we have relatively cool highs. Let's do it with one micro. Why not? Let's just try it. We're risking only $25. I like the odds of it. I want this to act as an inversion for a value gap, obviously. Mm-mm. I won't be adding. Oh, that's not something I want to do right here. It's a more speculative move. Basically, I'm trading off statistics right now. We don't have any fair value gaps, any order blocks that are helping our trading. Um, I would like for us to trade below this fair value gap. That would confirm the move. Let's try it like this. So yeah, trading below 391. I'm moving to break even basically. I like how this is going, but let's see if we're gonna trade below this, because this is moving too slow, and we are still inside a fair value gap. Um, there is a possibility we're gonna have a green candle that is gonna take that high instantly. That can happen too. But we have some relatively cool lows on ES. These two, so they look very juicy to me. I would feel very much motivated to hold the trade if we trade below 391. Now it's just teasing us. Ideal trade. To be honest, we were not in drawdown more than 1 minute. And yeah, looks like it's gonna work. We took basically the first hour of trading's high. Now we're trading lower. Chasing that 25% retracement. Let me just check again. Where is that? So it's below this fair value gap here where we have this volume imbalance. So taking this low, maybe touching this 1 minute fair value gap again can be a topic of discussion. Looks like we're gonna take this low. Let's trade below it. And basically, let's close the candle below that low before we start moving our stop loss to break even. We want to see prices lower until 11 o'clock, I'll be honest, in order for us to attack these relative equal highs at 10, at 11. So maybe we're going to trade again inside this inversion fair value gap, but I don't want to see this high again. That's for sure. That would cancel our trade idea. So basically now I'm using this breaker, high, low, higher, high, lower, low. I'm using this breaker as protection, right? I know we don't have a higher high on micro, but we have it on E-mini, so I'm going to base my thesis on that. BCL, buy side liquidity. Yeah, basically. Now we're manipulating the price is going lower in order to attack the highs again. And this relative equal highs on 5 minutes because they are relative equal highs. But I would still want for us to retrace 25%, which would be 378. I'll just keep it like this on one screen so I have it as reference. We're moving to break even. I don't want to lose anything on this trade. $378. If anything, you can just short this inversion for value gap now. 1 ES, we have a fair value gap forming. form of a CB. We did not take this low, so we have SMT. Therefore, our move might work or might not. I still like our chances, and to be honest, I just like my entry. At this point, whatever happens, happens. It was the best entry to try whatever we tried. I'll grab some water. Give me 2 minutes. I want to see how we trade off this inversion fair value gap. I don't want to rush into things I would like to add, but I want to see if that's something we can entertain. I like how we're reacting here. Still trading below the mid of this inversion fair value gap. Seeing rejection. We're having this breaker. Like everything is aligned so far. The only thing that discouraged me is the fact that we have SMT with ES and not up here. We're having SMT. Basically, we almost took this low now. Meanwhile, ES didn't. It's more bullish. And it's respecting this fair value gap. So there's that. But I still like it how we're trading here. I'm not gonna be picky about it. Okay. I like how we reacted of this 5 minute CB and this inversion fair value gap. Yeah, I'm moving to break even. It's getting late. It's 11 o'clock. So what we can chase now for sure is this low. So that plays in our whole narrative, which would be this one basically, yeah. The low of this 5 minute coupled with this inversion fair value gap. Let's see how we're gonna trade in that. Take a screenshot for journaling. Mm-mm. This is moving so slow. I'm already considering closing, but I don't have any reason to other than being impatient because there's so much sell side here. The only thing in my mind is for us to attack these equal highs now. But I would like to see the retracement first. Honestly. Nice. We didn't really touch that 25%, so we are almost there. We missed it by 50 cents. If we take this high, I believe we're done because this is gonna become a breaker. So we played around. We didn't lose anything. We're gonna break out of this range, I guess. Again, we're gonna take this equal highs now. Let's see. This is a fair value gap. This is a breaker. Or the block. All of that. Yeah. Not much more action happening now, I'll be honest. We traded back inside this inversion for a value gap. But at the end of the day, this is still a breaker. This is an order block. This is a fair value gap. So we're at all-time highs, like a lot of reasons. if we take 376 and it takes more than 1 or 2 minutes to reach to my profit target, I'm just going to close the trade, because basically we're taking the previous hour's low, which is what we're targeting. Yeah, this is just more of a personal preference. The profit target, the real profit target, is 376. Doesn't look like our move is gonna happen. If we take this high, we retraced by 25%. So mm. Hmm. We might see higher highs on ES, so I don't trust this move too much anymore. It's been so long. Yeah, I don't see a lot of things happening. We are taking higher highs. Therefore, I feel inclined to just cancel everything. And be done for the day. I'm taking my profit. I'm done. They can do whatever they want with it. Yes, it's gonna take the high of the day, so that's the end for me. Thank you very much for watching. Had a very profitable day. 272. And yeah, on 2 accounts. So in reality, I made 500 today. But that's about it. See you tomorrow. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done it already. And check out my latest video as well. It helps promoting this channel further. Have a nice day. Peace.